I got you. All right, we're back for session 52. 52 of Texas Rising. Last session, the party received a cryptic message via dual telepathy. You're supposed to go to Camp Mabry to pick up your next mission for the Enclave. You, of course, have the standing assignment from the Brotherhood of investigating the Enclave, trying to, infiltrate if possible, but, of course, Eugene must still abide by the Brotherhood rules and restrictions in doing so. And you did a lot for Raven's Nest last week, or last session. It's all set up and looking really good. And the Brotherhood, while working on the radio station, the receiver arrays and everything here at Raven Watch, has detected several signals. And they forward that information on to you, since this is your base. So anything that comes in and out, unless it's a top secret Brotherhood specific mission, all other broadcasts and signals are given to you guys in a kind of like a daily or a weekly briefing, depending on how often you make it back to Raven. The four that stand out to you the most are the following. There's a signal coming from the Boston Commonwealth. Seems they want to open a trade route with anyone that can hear their signal. And the location in question is Beatsville on the southwestern edge of the Boston Commonwealth. Another signal or report is that there are reports of gunfire near the Goodfellow Air Force Base, and not just a simple exchange to wastelanders or a couple of raiders. It's an ongoing situation. The third, the Brotherhood has an exiled Brotherhood scribe who has been sighted near Red Rocket. This Red Rocket seems to have been turned into a tap house for travelers along the trade route between the Alamo and the Brazos. The scribe was a power armor expert and could still have knowledge that the BOS Brotherhood needs. The fourth and final is a strange radio signals coming from the far west of Texas. It assumes there are some mutants being targeted by another faction from even further west. So you have essentially 5 avenues in front of you, or even more avenues if there's something else entirely that you guys would like to do.
I believe Slash would leave like the decision or the finding out of those signals to either Jack or Eugene. I think Slash is mainly just kind of getting his Brahmin, situated and ready for trading, with Raven's Nest. Not that I'm pushing for the Boston thing at all. So yeah, I'm not. That's what I was thinking about before those even saw those stuff. So that's what Slash is doing. So y'all kind of like get the information and can give it to Slash. So if y'all two want to kind of like decide who gets that information, or if both of y'all are getting the information, then yeah.
Well, I will step in just a little bit there and say that all 3 of you get this information at the same time in a either that daily or weekly briefing type thing where you come and you sit down and the comms officer presents all the details to you. And these were the 4 that stuck out to you as the most interesting.
Okay, so I guess I could be like, peek up about that, and then just like, I guess the others would just kind of like, I mean, not that I would not go on them or want to go on them. I just would like blow over the information. So, there we go. Yeah. How about that?
Trying to remember, this was Mayberry here, and then Goodfellow here.
No, Goodfellow is. Let me get my pinging.
Over here.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay. All right. Get the that. Just in case. Okay.
Remarkably, though, I don't remember where you said the Boston Commonwealth. Is it like?
Oh,
Are you
it's
talking like Boston?
Boston.
Oh, that's okay.
So-
That's a
Yeah.
stretch. Okay. Yeah.
Jack has a clue about what's been going on in the last 20 years. Still no clue.
So, Slash, you would actually have some idea because your parents talked about Boston from their
Okay.
trade caravan days. And
Okay.
Eugene,
So-
you would also have a bit of an idea about it because when you were going through the archives of the Midwest Brotherhood, you're aware that Midwest Brotherhood is some of the Brotherhood that were sent from California to the East Coast on airships. Some of them were struck down by lightning, and that's who formed the Midwest. So when you've gone through the archives in the past, while you were studying to be a member, you're aware that Boston was one of the points of interest for that expedition that was heading east. And of course, you have no idea for sure if the Brotherhood made it all, the airships that didn't fall, that didn't crash. You don't know if they crashed later or made it all the way to the east, or if they even made it from the east where they landed all the way up to the Boston or not. But it was a point of interest.
Okay.
And Jack, you know, Mr. Ghoul.
Well, do I know that the Brotherhood made it there, or do I just have
No.
I know where.
You know where it is. You were with Flash's parents on some of their trade routes, but that was before the Brotherhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a general idea of where some of the settlements are or were,
Mhm.
and what the general gist of the environment politically and socially may be. Though as far as interest, that's somewhere shy of his bailiwick.
It's been a while since you've been back there. I will say, canon-wise, we are well past, or not well past. We're fairly past the events of Fallout 4 in our campaign.
Okay.
I did not take good enough notes originally. The next Fallout campaign will be even better on timeline and everything. But yeah, we are past Fallout 4. So, but all the neighborhoods are still there. The Institute itself, well, no, I won't say. You're aware of the neighborhoods. You're aware that the Institute is the boogeyman, but you don't know anything about it.
Oh, do tell. Come on. No.
Well, I know about Good Neighbor.
Yeah, Good Neighbor, John Hancock.
Was it Dodge City? No.
Diamond City.
Diamond, yeah. So,
The Great Green
Okay.
Jewel. Okay. Any questions? Anybody any clarification on their character's knowledge of the area? Or you guys start talking amongst yourselves?
I'm
good on info.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we know where we want to go. Or, well, I know where we want to go.
You know where Jack or Slash wants to go. The other stuff are interesting too. Yeah, there's...
Yes, they are.
I'm feeling awful thirsty.
Yeah.
I could go for a drink, and if we run into a power armor expert, I mean,
I know, right?
that's just
That
a
is kind of
bonus.
immediate too, in a way. It's like he's not going to be there when we get there, though. So we're going to have to go searching for him. So either way, we're going to have to
That's where
search.
Eugene's head's at, though. But
Yeah, I totally get that. I'm like, number 3. We're gonna go, and then.
Yep. And also, we kind of do need Well, we were gonna try and swing past the Alamo anyways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we do need to talk
on the way
to.
there, if
Let's see. All right, so here's the deal. All right, and this might be a little difficult for the game master or for y'all, but I knew I was going to say I don't have an opinion, but I guess I really do. I get to the Alamo and talk to those guys because we need to talk to those guys, and then I guess look into the power armor, but then I don't know if we want to get down that rabbit hole before looking at a firefight that's ongoing. I don't know.
That's
That's
true.
kind of how my head works.
That does seem a little bit more pressing.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah. I mean, lives are at stake on that one. So that's kind of how, if anything was present, you'd be like, oh, what? So,
yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I can see us just swinging by there and seeing what's going on. See if we can help in any way. The other things can wait.
Well, that's up to you guys. All of this stuff is, I mean, it's all good to go. It's up to you.
yeah.
If,
and the pin to the north, was that the number 4?
hang on one
Oh,
second.
you've got a lot of pins now.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked and shared all, and it was not supposed to be share all. Fort Hood, that one's fine. Well, no, y'all haven't actually been there. Cave base is fine. Those hidden, that one's supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there. Please don't see the things you weren't supposed to see. That one's fine. That one's fine. Fine. Okay, now we're good.
Yeah,
Make
'cause,
everybody sees the map. So over here is the Goodfellow AFB, where the gunshot, there are firefights going on. At Mayberry is where you're supposed to go to get your next Enclave mission. The Red Rock Tap House is right here between Alamo and Brazos. The signal from Beatsville is like, it's not on this map, so there's no pin for it.
Okay.
And then the far west one is far west.
Yeah. So
And then we need to go to Alamo?
There is no standing requirement for it, but you guys have talked about it. And I have also suggested that you may want to keep the Crockett's men, as well as the Brotherhood, informed about the Enclave situation.
Right.
But it is entirely up to you guys if you actually want. While you're thinking about it, I did double check the timeline. Our campaign started the same year Fallout 4 starts, so you would not have any clue about the events of Fallout 4 at this time.
okay. Well,
Jack, you would know
basically nothing anyway. So.
Yeah, you know the settlements and everything because you'd been there, but you know the settlements before the sole survivor has any interaction with it.
Okay.
Okay. You guys decide.
Is there a timeline on Camp Mayberry?
There was no timeline implied to Jack when he received the message.
Okay.
However, player knowledge, there are timelines on everything.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I just, I assume we need to do it somewhat quickly, but within the next couple days or something like that.
I say we kind of either we just start heading south and try to pick up some of these things, just get a little bit of information about everything as we head our way down to the Alamo, or first head west and check out the gunfire and then head down to Enclave, and then forget what the pin below it was.
Yeah,
that
because
was the tap house, I think.
Yeah, doing all three of those might take at least a day, if not more, before we go over to the gunfight.
So I'm thinking maybe just kind of get info about everything, and then
Yeah,
I'm
a little
just
bit
more about
stopping by, each little place, stuff. Yeah, but yeah,
so
that's the most. I think that's the most efficient in a way, but also going straight over to the gunfight might be the most emotional. So yeah, there we go.
We could go either direction. Well, let's see. Go to Goodfellow, swing past Alamo, update them, get some info, deal with Mayberry. And then when we have the opportunity, chase around the guy from Brotherhood. If that does sound reasonable enough to me.
Yeah, and I'm suggesting we don't commit to any particular path. We just get a little bit more information about everything that's clustered around us, and then we can be like, okay, nothing super pressing. We can check out the trade route.
Yeah, that's definitely last on my the signal and the number 4, number 1 are kind of definitely not pressing. So do y'all want to do Camp Mayberry, the bar, and the Alamo, and then go over to the gunfight? Or skip any of those and go to the gunfight? Or hit 1 or 2 of those and then go to the gunfight? Or how's the game master feel about any of that?
How about this? Everybody go into the in-game chat, type in the number that you want to hit first, and then when I count to 3, everybody hits enter, and so that it comes out into the chat. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Number 2, number 2, number 2. All right. Number 2. The gunfire. Will you be taking the Humvee or your vertibird?
I would.
Zoom.
Humvee.
All right. The Humvee. I have decided that the Humvee or wait a minute. Did I say wrong?
No. I would say the vertibird, but what were y'all saying? I'm sorry.
Humvee, not Humvee.
The Humvee?
I was thinking vertibird. Jack, why are you thinking Humvee over vertibird?
Largely the partially want to bring the dog with, but also we might want to not be the blaringly obvious thing flying overhead in some of these situations.
Yeah, active gunfire. I mean, it's not exactly healthy for vertibird engines, huh? I like my vertebrate.
All right, so it sounds like for now you guys are going to take the Humvee. Just as a side note, dog meat, or Bane actually, can ride in the vertibird, no problem. It's just the
Okay.
Brahmin we can't get into the vertibird. And what's the Annihilator robots? They're too big. Brahmin and Annihilator robots. If you get a robot companion, Eugene, that's Annihilator, the big one on tracks, like tank tracks, it actually will not fit into any vehicle. It has to travel on its own.
I am the vehicle.
Yeah. And there are certain areas where you could take the vertibird because the Brotherhood's flying vertibirds all over the place, and it wouldn't really stand out. But the western side of Texas is a little less vertibird traveled, so it probably is better to take the Humvee to the gunshot section. So, the Humvee does everything at double the speed you guys do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days by foot. That would be 4.5 days in the Humvee. During which time, go ahead and check on this. The settlement is making 36 food during that time. Well, I'll figure that out a little bit later. For now, I'll just write down how much time is passed. And then I'll come back to that later to do all the appropriate calculations for it.
Now, if I ride hastily, could we cut some of the time off?
Is that a perk?
It's vehicle action, hasty
vehicle
piloting. Yeah.
That is, I'm fairly certain that's just for combat.
Okay.
Can you read it to me, since I don't have it pulled up immediately?
Yeah, vehicle moves a number of zones equals to its speed. All tests made by the crew or passengers are made at +1 difficulty until the start of the pilot's next turn.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's combat only. What can be done if there's a perk, I think Jack has the perk for Pathfinder or something similar.
Yes.
That could be applied.
Okay.
Because it's whether you're walking or driving, you know, he can be like, oh yeah, I know the path over here is wide enough for vehicles. Be a smoother ride. We're not going to run into dead ends of debris and such. What does that cut off, Jack, on the driving or on the travel?
If I make a successful perception survival test, I can reduce the travel time by half.
Okay, and what does it say the difficulty is supposed to be?
GM determines based on terrain.
Okay. Well, y'all are going. That area is fairly well traveled already. This area is not so much. We're going to go difficulty 2, because the second half of the journey is there's no trade routes or anything in that area because there hasn't been settlements. There are a few routes that scavengers use because this is an area that gets scavenged a fair bit, but nothing. You know, like they're mostly using wheelbarrows or a few Brahmin pulled carts, so that will increase the difficulty to the 2. Ready when you are.
All right. Oh, that was so lucky.
Mm-hmm. So you succeed. You guys take 2.25 day to get there. All right. So you went to number 2. Let me get that. Apologies. I'm having presented with you all the stuff. I didn't have everything open because it's a lot of windows. I'm just preparing the items you've chosen here. As you arrive, the sun is beginning to set. It's gotten very cold, so much so that you still feel it, even through your power armor. For those of you that, well, if you're driving, you had to put it onto mount on the outside. Suffice to say, it's a very cold, bone cold night, and the sky is glowing with the eerie green light, the telltale light that radiates from the region beyond. A radiation storm is on its way.
Rad storm? Yay.
Yeah.
So what's our yeah. Can we wait it out in the
It's not
Humvee?
exactly over you yet. You don't think it's actually going to hit you, but you see it in the sky in the direction you're going.
Can I drive in a hazmat suit?
If you want. But I'm realizing I may have overstated the rad storm at this moment. It's nothing for you to worry about. It's just part of the background of the area that you're in.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm ready to, take some pills if need be.
You arrive in the area where the gunshots, the firefight was reported. And as you look down, you're at the top of a ridge. You look down, you see a circle of people standing over what looks to be a cave entrance. You see, your eyes, they look mostly like scavengers, potentially wastelanders. No faction insignias of any kind. There's one middle-aged man wearing a white lab coat, caked in mud. His face is entirely covered by a wheezing gas mask, who is slowly raising his hands above his head, not holding any weapon while the others point their weapons at him. You can hear him pleading with them that someone inside this vault is in trouble. And besides, I'm sure there's enough valuables inside for all of us. None of us needs to die out here. You hear laughing coming from the other wastelanders there nearby as they bring their weapons to bear on this unarmed person who appears to be a scientist based on his clothing. What would you like to do?
Hey, Jack, you got that rocket launcher?
Yes. What's the lighting conditions looking like?
It's a dusk, evening type situation. You could see well enough from where you are, and you're up higher than they are.
Right.
I'm gonna hop in my power armor.
Okay. We'll say that you stopped the vehicle far enough away. You're all in power armor, just kind of standing on top of this ridge overlooking this valley. They're too engrossed with each other that they haven't even noticed you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna advance forward.
You don't have a
I've got
sniper?
the
You got a sniper rifle, right?
I don't know if that recon scope is a sniper scope. Let me see what's the range on this thing. That might be worth. Where is it?
'Cause I think not Eugene. I think Jack wants to sneak up on him. I think. I'm not
Yeah.
certain.
I was thinking I run forward and then y'all remain silent.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, I don't want this guy getting shot. I was gonna whoa. I was gonna try to de-escalate and give y'all a chance to sneak up on him if you need.
Okay. What are you thinking, Jack?
I was thinking of scaring the crap out of these guys, but that sounds like a better idea at this point.
All right, if you're sure.
Yeah.
I'm
I start.
probably better at closer range than a distance, so I can, tail with you. I don't know about you, Jack. What do you want to do? Or if you want to sneak in, or do you want to stay put? Do you want to stay in your armor, or do you want to sneak in out of your armor? What were you thinking? I'm sorry.
Well, I can hang back, pull out that really fun combat rifle, and keep you guys covered. If
Yeah, I think we can handle a couple raiders without and scavengers without hurting them.
yeah.
Eugene, since you got the Brotherhood insignia, maybe running forward and stop in the name of the Brotherhood, kind of whatever. Might be fun. What were you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking just try to de-escalate. So just kind of go in there with, gun not pointed but raised. And try to talk them down.
All right.
All right. That sound okay? Is that what we're doing?
That sounds perfectly fine.
Yeah. I'll back you up if I won't I'll be like a little bit behind you and just backing you up there. Another person running and.
So I'll run in and be like, stop, hold your fire. What's going on here?
They will immediately turn their attention to you. Weapons will all spin around facing you. The scientist will kind of like he's keeping his hands up, but he's going to back up a little bit, trying to perhaps fade into the background as there's a new distraction for his assailants to focus on. But they all see in your power armor, you can tell that their resolve is wavering a little bit.
Y'all got about 10 seconds to stop pointing those at me.
We found it first. The Brotherhood didn't. We did. It's our loot. They say as
9.
their hands are shaking a bit.
8.
I'll step forward, not saying anything, and then just pull out the big bad knife.
One of them there notices you, and his weapon comes over to point at you instead. And they keep on repeating, "We found it first. The brothers just bullies." Different things such as that.
Just found a minor annoyance, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow in the updating or something, I seem to have lost all of my 45 caliber ammunition.
Excuse me.
Best guess what you had and just put it back in there.
Alright.
Not like we just came from the Raven Watch anyhow.
Just
I'm gonna say I'm gonna still have my weapon drawn and tell them, do you think there's anything in there that is better than what I'm currently wearing? Do you think I am interested in whatever's in there? I just prefer if people didn't get shot.
Well, nobody will get shot. They'll just let us go in and take our loot.
What kind of loot's in there anyway?
Well, it's a vault. What do you think? All kinds of vault stuff.
Yeah, things like computers and turrets and defenses. Y'all know how to work with any of that?
They kind of looking back and forth at each other, and just one of them shrugs their arms like, I don't know. And well, give us a finder's fee. We found it. There's that money
I'll
sink,
put away
Jack.
I'll put away the big bad knife and just kind of nod to Eugene.
And I presume we do have comms.
Yeah.
Well, could offer them, say, $200 cap. Just as a starting offer, of course.
So, Jack, you're still a ways back, right?
Yeah.
So they don't hear you. They're still kind of got their guns split between Slash and Eugene at this point.
Yeah, I think he was saying over comms.
Yeah, overcome.
Yeah.
So they don't know that the offer there is there yet.
I'll follow Jack's lead then. How's 200 cap found?
A piece.
How many are there?
4.
4.
Oh,
Okay.
200 apiece.
100 apiece.
Yeah, I can. How's 100 apiece a sound?
175.
$100 and nobody
125.
has to die.
I don't know. Well, I guess you guys would want to haggle, but I have it, so.
So, Slash, I gotta ask, did you say that out loud? 100 and nobody dies?
Well, I was saying that through the comms.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to actually, get mostly. I'm trying not to get directly involved too much.
All right, so it's through the comms. They didn't hear it.
Yeah.
All right, so the offer is there, 175 a piece.
I'll say, I want to look and see, is there anything I could like a weapon I could tweak of theirs or something like that? Like, I'll tighten up that choke on that shotgun and in addition to whatever.
Oh, you said it.
In addition to,
I got jury rigging, so if anything of theirs is like off or broken,
Damage. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much all of their gear is, and looking at worn, but damaged, broken, could be improved in
Shoddy.
some way.
Shoddy, yeah.
But none of it would hold that improvement for long. So
Okay.
you would have to, and Eugene knows this. I mean, he's looking at it as, okay, yeah, I could make that gun shoot better for the next 100 rounds, and then it's going to either return to the state it's in now or outright break because it's, really going to wear it out quicker. So, I mean, you got a choice. You can say that. You can offer the repair, be completely honest with them about, I could repair it 100 rounds or so, and then it's going to be broken or potentially completely broken. Or you could attempt to bluff your way through, saying, no, we could fix that up for you. It'll be good forever. But there would be charisma roll there to bluff that out.
Yeah, I wouldn't bluff. I stand by my word.
I thought you might.
I just stick with the caps then.
Okay.
So 125.
175. Or is 125 the counter offer now?
Yeah.
They'll look at each other as 150. So we
All right.
spent a lot of time getting out here, risked our lives to get here.
All right. That's fine.
600 cats. 600 cats.
150 times 4.
Yeah.
Do they know how to count that way?
They do.
I'm trying.
That is the one thing that has not been lost. Everybody knows how to count.
Count money. Yep. All right. So I'd shake your hand on it, but I'd end up crushing it.
So Jack gets the money together, tosses it down. They pick it up, and they still got their guns, not directly aimed at you anymore, but they're in the ready position, ready to come up and shoot at you. They're watching you very closely as they grab the money, and then they turn and they bolt. They run away as quickly as their legs will take them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to check on that dude in the lab coat.
Yeah.
Oh,
See?
did we take I forgot the dog's name.
Bane.
Bane? Yes.
Bane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bane is with you.
Can we get a piece of their clothing?
No, they didn't leave anything behind.
All right.
No.
He could pick up their scent, probably. It'd be a roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you getting ready to stab him in the back?
No. Just if we need to taste. Just if hey, does he got no, that's fine. These aren't the guys we ran into before, are they? So that's all. Right. So I guess somebody owes Jack 600 caps, huh?
No.
Okay. Well, the guy in the lab coat. So we're gonna. Did Eugene say we're chasing after the guy in the lab coat?
No, he didn't run.
Not
He's still there. I'm trying to get
You
you
just-
guys the image of him.
Hey, Doc.
Without Drake he's on 15th session GMing Fallout still. That means learning the ropes. My chat is not. Yeah, still learning the ropes. It can take a little while. The 2D20 system is definitely unique, but it's worth it. So the doctor comes back out of his hiding spot, and or the scientist, and he's like, "Well, that was certainly an interesting way of dealing with those ruffians. While I'm used to the saviors just coming in guns blazing, I am more than appreciative of you guys saving my life."
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm not. But There could be someone in trouble inside the vault.
All right. Can you expand on that?
Yes, as soon as I get past this part, I'm not supposed to read out loud.
Yes. And I'm presuming while this conversation is happening, Jack and Bane are coming up to the rest of the group.
Yeah, they'll
Okay.
following up. If you want, you can. There is a way you can bring the Humvee on down to be closer to you instead of up on the ridge where you cannot see it.
Sure, I'll drive it.
Okay. I will not make you do a roll for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
about
not
it. I
like
thought about it for
Slash
a
is
moment.
trying to drive it.
Yeah,
It's not like
gonna
Slash
make-
is trying to drive.
I think I
You might
remember how to
have.
do this.
Yeah, right.
I actually do have a 2 in piloting, so it's like...
So he
Target
introduces
number
himself as Dr. Rast. And he sits down to speak with you a little bit. He informs you that there's a gang of raiders in the area. There's somebody that's being pursued. He's not sure who yet. But he's looking for a Gek. And he's looking for a woman who's in possession of it. But there's also, as he said, there are raiders also looking for this woman and looking to get their hands on the Gek.
Okay.
Yeah. Drake Take, this is actually the first official campaign module that we're doing. Everything up to this point has been entirely my own campaign, so it's our first time running an official module.
Yeah.
It's a different.
As far as Jack's knowledge, were Geks mentioned, or was this something that actually existed, or is this like pie in the sky? Somebody thinks they exist somewhere.
You would know about Vault City in the NCR, or well, before it became the NCR.
Okay.
You know that this Vault City was supposedly built using a Gek. Now, you've never
Okay.
seen a Gek in person. You've heard stories about it. You've heard what it's supposed to do. You've seen during your travels with Slash's parents on the trade routes. You've seen Vault City. It is very impressive for a post-war city because all the
Okay.
buildings were brand new. It wasn't just survivors moving into buildings that were crumbling and repairing those buildings. They were actually brand new. They had grass, they had trees, but because it was started before you ever got there, you were not there during the process of the Gek being used. All you know is that they say the Gek was used to help create the city. So
Okay.
you're aware that it probably is a thing, but you cannot totally vouch for what it can and cannot do. You've only heard stories, you've seen what is supposed to be the result of it, but no verification that is actually the result.
All right.
Is this some kind of device?
Yes.
Okay.
Should probably.
So is this a vault or is this just a cave? I'm sorry, my name is Ron. They call me Slash.
Well,
We're
this-
heroes. That's why we don't kill everybody. So just let you know.
I see. It's an admirable thing to inspire to. Yes, this is a vault. Like most vaults, the entrance is hidden by, placing it deep inside of the cave or some sort like that. A few vaults have had their caves destroyed around them, so the entrance is more obvious, but this one obviously has been able to withstand the test of time. Its entrance is still hidden.
Member of this vault, or
Say that again.
are you a member of this vault, or why are you here?
Well, as I said, I'm in pursuit of this woman with the Gek. I very much would like to research it, perhaps even use it to help Texas, have something similar to what we had before the war. And if I can reverse engineer it, then we could help even more people. But as far as the vault itself goes, I'm unsure if there's even members still there.
Well, I'm bettering humanity is my bread and butter. Want to team up and see about getting this back and researching it.
I would like everybody to take a perception medicine test.
That's somewhat unusual. Whew. Man.
Flash means it beats it. Jack generates an action point.
You
And
said
then,
medicine perception.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then Gates used the action point as soon as it was generated, so let me clear it back away. Set that to 3.
Oof.
And Sin Gates, or Eugene rather, 3 successes on 2, so you're 2 action points. All right. You notice a gruesome trail of blood leading from the northeast into the entrance of the cave/vault. Now, if you'd like, you can spend action points to get more information on this one. By spending the action point, you can ask a question. We're going to be a little bit more, because of the way this adventure is written, we're going to be a little bit more strict on the rules of how the action points work for it. So if you'd like to get more information, you can spend action point to ask a specific question.
All right. So seeing the trail, I would like to study, look for prints, and spend 1 for that if it's all right with the rest.
There's a blood trail, not a footprint trail.
Hmm.
Do we know which direction the blood is headed? Like,
there's a
are they
gruesome
leading?
trail of blood leading from the northeast into the entrance.
Okay, so we know the direction. All right.
I was trying to identify what creature may or may not have dragged whatever, but there's no prints.
I guess, could we spin the point or look at it and tell if this has been dragged or if it's like somebody walking and dropping blood?
You can spend the point to try and figure that out,
Yeah, okay. So I think that's probably something that,
Jack. Jack spends the point. Jack, you go and trying to figure out, is this being dragged or being walked? You follow the blood trail up to the northeast, and you find that it stops about 100 feet to the northeast, suggesting that whoever or whatever is bleeding was wounded not far from the entrance to the vault. They were wounded about 100 feet away and then made their way to the vault.
Okay. So,
I'd like to ask the scientist if he knows anything about that. Trying to find out what, trying to read his response as well as hear his response.
Okay. Since you're going to be trying to analyze him, as it were, I would like to like you to give me a perception. Well, I'd really rather it be charisma. Because
Okay.
you're already paying attention, so it's not really going to be about perception. It's going to be about your charisma and knowing how to read people. So it's going to be charisma speech.
Okay.
And then let me look at his stat block real quick to determine the difficulty.
I'll wait.
Well, shoot. Is there anything to get a perk? Yeah, so it's gonna be difficulty 2. When you ask him your question, his response is he doesn't know. He's in pursuit of this woman. He's has been following her trail for a while, and he picked up the blood trail in the same spot you did and followed it here, and that's where he found those scavengers. And maybe they shot this woman, or maybe something else shot her before the scavengers arrived. But that's why I feel like we should probably try and get in there, and if she is injured, provide assistance.
Good. So Junktown jerky vendor, I reduce the difficulty by 1.
Oh, you son of a gun. Supposed to be difficult. All right. Difficulty 1.
And Smooth Talker, when I make a barter or speech test as part of a opposition test, you may re-roll a d20.
Okay.
Is this an opposition?
It is opposition, yes.
Just pulling out all my little ding.
Yeah. I'm
And
going to look at your Junktown one. With that, just all you have in there is it reduces difficulty by 1.
yeah, because it I don't know if it generated anything for that, so you might want to look at the actual block stat, whatever it is in the
Okay.
in the module.
Junktown is only for charisma barter. This is charisma speech.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna remove the. No, it's fine. I'm gonna get rid of the one that's on your sheet and put the one from the main record in there.
That's
for
fine.
whatever reason,
I picked that up. I picked that up at character creation, a year and a half ago, whatever. So
yeah, something happened and it got rid of the full description, but
yeah.
that
So
should be fixed
it might
now.
not have been in there, and I was like, oh, well, that's the stat I'm starting with, or whatever.
All right. So with that knowledge that it is just for charisma barter, the difficulty is still at 2, but you do have the other one still applies for opposition rolls, and you get your reroll.
Okay.
Not that you need it. It is extremely difficult for you to read this man.
Okay.
Extremely. It's to the point of you're recalling the times you sat down with your dad and he taught you, your dad and your mom, and they taught you the different ways of reading people for trading and bartering. Look for this kind of quirk when somebody's lying or holding back information, different things like that. But even the things that they told you to look for when somebody's being genuine or honest seems to be very hard to find on this man. So you're not sure if he's telling the truth, but you're also not sure if he's lying. It is that he is unreadable to a point of he's got God mode on for poker face.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, he's definitely hard to read. And he's not really showing a lot of, would I say that he's not showing a lot of emotion or detail?
Yeah. Even in his, so you have succeeded in your role. It's I know it sounds a little bit like a fail description, but I promise you it's not.
I'm just reading into it. So
Yeah,
that's
which is good. So I'll go specific here. When he was using saying words about that somebody could be injured, we need to get in there and assist them and everything, you would typically expect to see on somebody who's being genuine, like they have compassion in their eyes or something like that, to be like, yeah, I mean, we need to help these people. While you hear the emotion in the voice, you do not see any of that compassion in the face. It is a completely neutral face.
Okay.
Any other things you guys like to investigate with the scientist or the blood trail? Would you like to enter into the vault?
Yeah, I would like to at least try to check the door.
Okay. So as you go into the cave that contains the vault, you hear the sound of rapid gunfire exploding from the open door to the vault, accompanied by flashing of barrels unloading towards the hill where you are gathered at. A guttural male cry goes out from the entrance. Scavengers out there trying to follow the girl. Light 'em up, boys.
Okay.
A moment later, a large, muscle-bound, bald man dressed in military fatigues, armed to the teeth, charges out of the vault towards you, opening fire wildly. Several other mercenaries follow behind him, equipped with in the same fashion, with guns blazing. One of the raiders squeals with mad glee. Nobody moves on the Rad Rockies turf.
So raiders are coming out of the vault?
Yes, you've made your way down into the cave a little bit, to the point where you can see the vault door. It is open. There's gunfire. There's already a gunfight going on there, but they notice you and they begin to fire at you. So let me get I got encounters here. Let me get a map ready. Where did it go?
I guess instinctively I would try to step in front and take a defensive position in front of the scientist if he's nearby.
Yeah, he is kind of taking up the rear behind you anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to use the encounter for 5+ PCs because you guys are such high level. Even this is not going to be that much of a fight for you at this point.
It's fine.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Willis? Add to the combat tracker, and then let's get you guys in on the map as well. Bane is coming along, or staying with the vehicle?
Bane's coming along.
Very good. The doctor, ready to go on the sheet as well. Tracker. Oh no, he's not supposed to be hostile. More neutral. To all NPCs and share the map.
Right.
All right. you guys were prepared. They're prepared, so there is no surprise round in this. The doctor technically has the highest initiative. However, he is still like unarmed. He's staying behind cover, and so it moves to Slash as your turn.
All right. Okay. I guess just move to here, and I'll target. There we go.
All right.
First guy on inventory. Let me get the combat tracker. My apologies. I mean the combat tab. I'm gonna pull out my assault rifle and just target that guy there.
Okay.
There we go. Damage, I've got 2 for commando and 4 for fire rate. Oh, goodness.
Okay. Yeah, he's dead.
I guess I'll spread the love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 burst in each of those guys.
Yeah, like I said, not a.
And I was hoping for information. Oh, well.
I'm sorry. I'm hoping that. Well, I think there's more inside. It sounded like there was more inside.
Okay. Anything else?
Um,
Red Rocky is still standing, the bald guy, although he doesn't have a different icon out here. But let me get rid of the ones that are.
I guess I just yell out, if you want to live, come out with your hands up.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. Yeah, just over the, using the, I guess, speaker in the, in the body armor.
He misses. Jack, your turn.
All right. Actually, yeah. Up to there. And in here we were just investigating a blood trail. And
Blam.
huh?
Blam.
Yeah.
Blam.
Ooh.
Might have that turned up a bit loud in my headphones.
Perhaps.
That is a hit. Although it's not saying hit anymore for some reason.
Oh.
And it's not applying the damage.
Did he have him?
Yeah, he's
I've
got him
him
targeted.
targeted. I'm
Interesting.
A test shot with the hunting rifle just in case. Because it's not taking the targeting off either.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is his? No, his defense is 1, so yeah, that should hit. Oh well. You do enough, more than enough damage to him. He is down.
Did that apply though?
No, it did not.
Okay, so that is something you need to keep in
Yep,
mind.
I'll be. Now, wait a minute. Why is he still on the map? Because that's an icon that doesn't belong on the map. That's what happened. Okay.
Okay.
That was all probably my fault.
Well,
I think I might have dragged the one icon out there without it properly being tied to the combat tracker.
Yeah, it
All
didn't
right.
seem to have a name.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to have a name or something like that. So.
Yeah, that's what started. That's what I figured out. Or it makes me think I did it wrong.
not trying to kill him.
You find 14 caps amongst all these raiders. So I'll add to the party sheet. As the cave quiets down and the gunsmoke clears out, there appears to be nothing standing in your way of entering the vault. Rast gives a single stim pack to all of you and says, yeah, you may need this later, so everybody increase your stim pack count by 1.
And, long stuff.
He looks at some of the raiders. He recognizes Rocky. He says, I know these guys. They used to work for the Gunners out west. Not sure who they're working for here. Maybe still the Gunners. Maybe I've heard about a red something company around here. These guys are just like they're hired guns for the organized hired gun.
Huh.
What was the name of those? Red River?
Yes.
The Red River Company is the one here.
Yeah.
So I'll say that out loud. Red River Company?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. So they could be working for them. They could still be working for the Gunners out west. There's no way to tell, really. They do all their deals verbally and everything. But I would
How do I
recommend
feel?
that we... sorry, say that again?
How do I feel about his response? You know, I'm like, you know, we could roll or we could just kind of, you know, however you want to deal with it.
We'll stick with the roll that you made. It was good enough for a few interactions. In your mind, he has got all the right words and the right inclination and tone to his voice, but his body language and face are just always neutral. Or you originally you wanted to say his body language and face are wrong, but now you realize it's just like, no, his body language and his face just stays same all the time.
Yep. So before we get into the vault, I basically just like through the comms as gently as I can. I know dude's here, so I don't know how loud, blah. But I'm just gonna say to Jack, this guy's kind of weird.
So he will be able to hear because he's within close proximity to all of you. If because you're speaking, he will still be able to hear it coming out of you. You can't like silence your entire helmet.
Mm-hmm.
If he was next to Jack and you were far enough away, he would not be able to hear it because it would only go into the headpiece that Jack has on or Eugene has, whichever. But if he's standing next to the person saying the thing, there's no way of keeping all the audio inside of your head that you're
Gotcha.
that
Okay.
you speak.
I guess if yeah, if I feel that he would be able to hear me, I guess I wouldn't really say anything.
Okay. Yeah. Then for now, you won't. You'll have to keep your suspicions to yourself.
Yeah. So try
is
not to
very
bet, I
much in. He is in close proximity enough to all of you. I would say within 10 squares, he's going to be able to hear anything that you say loud enough for your microphone to pick up.
All right. I guess I'll just keep it to myself then for a little bit.
Okay. He does encourage everybody. We should move on quickly. Whoever hired these guys, whether it be the Gunners or your local Red River company, they're most likely on their way here to collect whatever it is these guys were sent to get. But if we move quickly, we may be able to get through the vault, find the woman, and any other resources we can use before they arrive.
That's
How do
weird.
I get rid of the arrow?
I know that's a little glitchy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, why am I way over there?
There's
two of them.
There's two of you? I've only
Yeah.
got one of you. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw a second of me, like way off the map.
Oh, probably because you had your token selected at some point. In a way.
Yeah, it was like way off the map over there, and I exited off, and that took off the arrow. So whatever.
Okay.
Oh, is there a control panel or something? I guess back here.
The door's open.
Oh, the door's open. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get going.
Doc, maybe you want to stay back here until we like check out the next room.
Well, no, I'd rather move ahead along with you. See, it's not just any woman I'm looking for following. It's my daughter. I'd rather stay with you, be there, and if she happens to be in the next room we get into, I want to get to her as quickly as possible. You understand?
Well, I hear you.
Nice. You hear him. I don't see it on your face, though.
Oh, I hear you. All right.
Actually, let's do it. Eugene and Jack. I want you to do I wish we could do perception charisma, but you're gonna have to do charisma speech to see if you pick up on the hint that Slash is dropping.
I'm glad you like that one.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to do well with this.
I will say, just if it affects my difficulty or anything, I trust this man. I have a 4 in charisma, a 0 in speech, and he is a fellow man of intelligence.
Yeah, scientist kind of thing.
That will affect your difficulty.
There you go. That's fine with me.
You failed anyway, so I won't worry about.
I'm not
making
being
you re-roll.
cautious. Just this guy's man. I like the cut of this guy's chip.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I
I
love it.
would want to do a perception, but unfortunately, you said charisma, so.
Now, so Jack, actually, I think we can allow you to do another roll. We could let yours be based on perception, but the skill, something else.
I don't see a problem with speech because it's closest to
Because I'm thinking along the lines of like you've known known Slash for a long time.
Yeah, and
So you may not pick up on the exact wording he's giving, but his body language could be your cue instead. So yeah, we'll do perception. We'll do speech. There's not really anything else that fits it well enough. So yeah, go for that.
boy,
Okay. Meets it, beats it. So Jack, you don't know the specifics, of course, but you're picking up on flashes like he's not really jiving with this guy.
yeah.
And I'll take the lead going into the door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And we are moving on into Act 2, Scene 1. You cross the rickety walkway leading through the entrance of the vault. The old metal creaks beneath you, underscoring the howling of a radioactive windstorm building outside. The elevator stands at the end of the path to the vault. Above its dented doorway hangs a wide green sign from the old world. A notice from Vault Tech Corporation that reads, Vault 95, welcome home. Proceed in an orderly fashion. You do also, at this point, you now notice another trail of blood leading into the vault. It is smeared across the handrails of the walkway, and a bloody handprint stains the button to open the elevator. If anybody would like, they can make some rolls to do some investigation here to gather more information, or proceed on. Up to you.
If you're amenable to it, I would like to try and do a perception survival, but
What would you be looking for in a perception survival test?
basically general age of the blood, of what. Well, and maybe what the general look of the vault is, not so much what the tech looks like, more like what the condition of the tech is in.
Okay. Get everybody up there first. Let me reset that. Just so you guys know, the maps I'm using are from a different module, but they fit well enough here, so it may not always match the description exactly. This campaign did not come with a map.
Oh, okay.
For the blood, it's going to have to be an intelligence medicine check.
Okay.
For the general state of the vault itself, yeah, we could do a general perception survival for that one.
Well, the more important one first, so.
Okay.
Which
It's going to be a difficulty 1 for the intelligence medicine.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm muted. I was going to assist with it.
Oh,
I would
you
like
can
to.
you can still go ahead and assist, yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to do with that 20?
I wanted to luck it.
Okay, go ahead.
Reroll. And
Give me another 20.
better.
You say standard medicine, so intellect medicine.
Yep, intelligence medicine.
Well, that is.
Alright. So a total of 3 against a 1. You guys get 2 action points out of that.
Cool.
So, looking at the amount of blood loss, it means that whoever is injured does not have long to live without immediate medical care. and it is still very fresh.
Okay.
I'll do the roll for the environment, I guess.
Okay. We'll leave that at difficulty 1 and perception survival.
Survival, repair.
Perception survival.
Perception survival.
Yeah, I just go, just asking if I could use repair instead of survival.
If your intent is to repair things, yes.
I got you. All right. No.
Okay. All right, you succeed. This is this the first vault you've been in?
No. It'd probably be the second or third.
Second, it's the second one because you was in the Lewis vault, Caulfield's vault. Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
This vault is not in quite as good a shape as Caulfield's vault. Of course, accepting the fact that Caulfield's vault had super mutants in it. Once you got into the portions of his vault that were not infested by super mutants, it was almost pristine. So this one's not quite pristine, but you can tell that underneath all the dust and everything, that most of these machines, with very few, like everything that's like integrated into the vault, not terminals necessarily, but anything integrated into the vault, is probably still working as efficiently as is needed. They could use some maintenance to come up to 100% efficiency, but everything's probably on an efficiency level that would pass any efficiency test to still maintain and run the vault.
Okay. So it looks like it's possible that people are still here maintaining the vault.
I wouldn't say that you see signs of recent maintenance, just that the machinery itself is still capable of performing their duties at probably 75 to 80% efficiency.
The place wasn't trashed.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So either hasn't been used a lot or hasn't been discovered recently, or
yeah.
Okay. Right. So I'll pass that information along. While they're looking at the blood, I'm like, well, the place doesn't look like it's a wreck. It's still operational.
Yep.
Okay.
We need to move if we're going to save whoever this blood is.
Well then, do these do I know that these things right here are to like wash radiation or anything like that? Do they look operational?
They look operational. And you are, based on your experience at the other vault, and you are aware of what they're supposed to do.
So I'm just kind of walking through, waiting for the weirdness and see if anything happens. Okay. Is there a door here, or is it just...
There's going to be an elevator there. We'll be moving on to another map. So.
Okay, all right.
As you make your way through the decontamination line there, you all kind of get in line and follow through. Jack, you're protected from it. It doesn't really affect you in any way while you're inside of your power armor. So it doesn't try to deghoulify you or anything like that. You're all good to go. However, I do need a perception from Slash and from Jack. It's going to do different rolls. I need Slash to roll first. Perception survival, please.
You get your difficulty.
Difficulty 4.
Who? Did you say 4?
4, yes. Close.
Let's see. I can re-roll the 11.
Okay.
Yeah. just to see if I, pick crits. Nah, oh well.
All right. Jack.
Failure still failure.
Jack, you'll be rolling at a difficulty 1.
Okay. Same roll.
Same roll, yeah.
All right. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. I think I will look the 19.
Okay. Goodness.
Really?
All right. Well, moving on. You all gather into the elevator. As you press the bloodied button, following the trail of whoever has come before, the small elevator rumbles to life and shakes unsteadily as it descends deeper and deeper into the earth. The lights lining the threadbare walls flicker a few times, but remain lit, illuminating a sticky pool of blood gathered in one corner of the floor. At last, with a grinding shriek of metal gears, the elevator slams roughly into the bottom of the shaft. With a cheery ding, the door slides open to reveal a bare underground corridor of exposed pipes that stretches on for some 30 feet before it bends to the left. Smears of fresh blood are evident along the right side wall, leading to a closed steel door halfway down this stretch of the hallway. 2 human skeletons lie entangled with one another just off to the side of the door. The decomposed corpses are dressed in dusty blue, blood-stained jumpsuits.
There's only, just this one corridor and no doors or anything.
Correct. I don't really have an image for this one that will work. I don't think.
I mean, if it's bringing us to another place, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't have. So forget about the visual map for the time being.
Fine. So, follow the bloodstain and try to keep an eye on Bane, because he might twig for something we don't realize.
Okay. So Jack, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say, while we're in the elevator, I'm just going to pop into Coca-Cola back. I'm just a little thirsty.
Okay. And get an action point. All right. And since the action point's been applied, you didn't take any radiation that time. Go and clear that status effect. All right. I also am thirsty. I'm going to do some tea. All right. So, Jack, as you exit out, you begin to follow the blood trail. You notice a pair of laser-guided tripwires blocking access to the door on the right-hand side of this hallway.
Okay, so high, low enough we could step over it, or is it one low, one like waist high, kind of?
You can either attempt to carefully step over and duck under the crisscross lines, or attempt to disarm it.
Yeah. Kind of nod to Eugene. I think this is more your thing than mine.
It's the laser tripwire. Okay. I just need to. Got it. All right. Yep. I'm on it. Would I need to get out of the power armor to do that?
You would. These are very small, and the fingers of the power armor are too large.
Okay. I say I'm on it in a little less enthusiastic tone as I get out of my power armor. And I will keep the power armor close if I have to run into it, but go ahead and disarm. Try to disarm the traps.
Okay. You'll be making an agility science test with a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm just keeping an eye on the doctor.
Agility science. Where are you? There we are. Agility science. Oop.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful.
I think I passed.
God. Wow. he finds the
That
button.
ones too. My gosh.
That's amazing. All right. Second one.
Took
Same
the
test.
paper And yes.
Not quite. You were missing one
Oh.
success.
Conscious nature. Save me.
There you
Yes.
go.
Indeed, it did. All right.
Eugene.
Oh, that was a 7. Never mind.
Y'all take a moment, discuss among yourselves how you'd like to proceed. You got a door here on the right-hand side, but the hallway also continues on down and bends to the left. I need to read something here from you.
Okay. Kind of gently pat Eugene on the shoulder and like, good job, dude, and kind of look over the door like, this could go badly, and kind of glance from Slash to Bane, like, because Slash seems to be twigging on something that Jack doesn't seem to notice. And I know Bane has much better senses, at least as far as smell and hearing, than Jack ever has or ever will have, so... Also, as player, I am actually kind of wondering if Good Doctor is a synth and just either doesn't know it, or we're not supposed to realize unless we the right target number on perception check.
Yeah, that was my first thought when they're not having any like emotional response. Like, seems awfully robotic.
Though I do know that there are people who legitly just, for one reason or another, their emotional response is muted or absent, so just this setting does have a other option.
Yeah, I'm trying not to go too far down the rabbit trail. So yeah.
Yes.
What would you guys like to do?
I guess generally we want to follow the blood trail, but what are our options again? I'm sorry.
You can continue down the corridor or investigate the locked door.
Investigate the locked door, please.
Okay. So as you get closer to the door, you see fresh blood stains on the door handle, and that the door is locked via a complex mechanism.
All right.
If you wish to enter the locked room, you'll need to pick the lock, of course. it would be a perception lockpick test with a difficulty of 1. Since you didn't set off any alarms or anything like that, you're stopping right here. It doesn't look all that difficult to Eugene.
So I can do if
My lockpick's tagged.
so do you want to get back in your armor before you?
I mean, I ain't picking that lock in that armor.
Well, the armor does have the option, not that you necessarily want to do it, as lockpick. Reach out, squish,
Right.
toss.
I'll stay out of the armor and attempt to pick it.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll try to protect him. Stand on the door as much as possible.
So with Slash standing at the other end of the hall, well, on the other side of you, facing the other end of the hallway, blocking anything that could come from that direction, and Jack on the other side, Eugene, you begin picking the lock. Please roll the perception lockpick when you're ready. This is difficulty 1. You earned an action point on
Feeling
that one.
lucky. Reroll at 17.
Oh, very lucky today. All right.
I got it. Anything else you need me to do? Knit? Anything else that'll keep me from my power?
Give me a perception survival while you're, you've just unlocked, or you've just picked the lock, and you're getting ready to stand up. Difficulty 2, perception survival, please.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Beats it. Are you? Huh? You are okay.
Let him roll. All right.
Respect action point. So as you're standing up, you go to push off the ground. You went down to one knee to pick the lock and everything, and you get a really good close look at the 2 skeletons next to this door, and you immediately notice that both skeletons are wearing blood-stained blue jumpsuits that indicate that they were vault dwellers of Vault 95. And for anybody out there who's complaining about Vault 95 being in Texas, I don't care. I know it was in Boston. I don't care. This is the duplicate Vault 95. Same thing. And I wouldn't put it past Vault Tech to do that.
95B.
95B, yeah. No, actually, no. There is a 95B technically already.
Oh.
In Boston. So this is 95 Part 2 with 95B Part 2 somewhere, essentially. One of the skeleton's hands seems to be grasping the neck of the other corpse, which appears to have had the back of its skull shattered. The skeleton on top has a rusty knife still thrust into its sternum, suggesting that both figures killed each other at the same time. Their pockets contain several empty chem injectors, but are otherwise empty or have been looted.
I don't know what went down here, but it looks like nothing good. Empty chem injectors, and these 2 clearly killed each other. I say to the group, if any of y'all see a terminal, let me know, because I'd like a little bit more information about what was going on here.
Yeah.
All right.
Hop back in the power armor and just press the issue of blood trail.
Yep.
This person is very quickly dying.
As with the door unlocked now, you open the door and you begin to enter in. As you do so, you find yourself in a small room with 2 walls lined with dusty, disabled computers. Ashtrays, empty chem injectors, and broken bottles litter the floor. A single working computer and monitor glows with a dull green light on a desk cluttered with files. Excuse me. Sitting with her back lumped up against an adjacent desk is a young woman with short, dark hair wearing warm, tight-fitting clothes suited for long-distance travel. Her glasses lay askew on her nose, one of the lenses fractured. Her hands are soaked with blood as they try to apply pressure to a vicious hole in her abdomen. After a few moments, she looks up and speaks in a serene but pained voice. "Hey, Daddy-O," she says, smiling enough that you can see her broken teeth. "Looks like you're all stuck with me now."
What?
You're all stuck with her?
Move forward and give her a stim.
Okay.
Trying to put myself between her and the doctor in my power suit.
Okay.
I'll have the stim pack. I'll bust out the stim pack first and then start approaching her.
Right. As you do so, she sees the stim pack. She doesn't seem to be too worried about your approach, understanding based on your body language and the stim pack in hand that you're coming to assist. She does, however, insist that somebody closes and locks the door behind them so that the automated security does not find them or find all of you. Rast does immediately attempt to get past you, Flash, to kneel next to her and tries to adds his hands to hers to stop the bleeding at the cost of his own lab coat becoming painted with her blood. As all this is happening, she is watching the rest of you, curiously attempting to size you up.
So I'll be watching him with hawk eyes, of course.
Okay.
I will attempt to comply and start to close the door.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
I'm assuming it's just a simple lock from the inside. I don't have to do anything special. Yeah.
Just a simple lock now. Rast does wave everybody away and, like asking for a moment while he attempts to administer first aid to her. This gives you time to take a look around the room. There is, as mentioned, there is the one computer terminal that is working. And other supplies in there if you guys would like to go into kind of a short scavenging mode or terminal hacking, etc.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the terminal.
Okay.
Be a big ominous shadow over the doctor and her daughter, his daughter.
Okay. Excuse me. Let me find the terminal. Here it is. All right, you're going to need to do an intelligence science test. The difficulty is actually 0, so here's that there's no password on it.
Okay.
Now you do if you do not want to roll, you do not have to. With it being a 0, there is not going to be any reroll. With a difficulty 0, no reroll. So if you roll a complication,
yes,
you got the complication.
Okay, and I won't spend action points or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Science, intelligence.
Okay. You've earned 2 action points in that one. You guys have 6. Um,
I'm going to do my best while I'm looking at this thing to just use my body to block the screen from view.
Since she mentioned the security system, that's the first thing you look for. Anything beyond that, you will need to spend action points to ask questions about. But as far as the security system goes, the vault houses many laser turrets and Mr. Gutsy robots that are programmed to investigate tripped alarms. When no alarm is active, all mobile units go back to their routine patrols. They have been hovering around the same routes for hundreds of years now.
Okay.
There
Are there
is
any?
hang on 1 second. There is
Yeah.
information about the vault's purpose. There's more information about alarms. That one doesn't. So yeah, there's information about the vault's purpose and alarms. If you wish to spend AP for that information to be able to get in the same role or in the same time period.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like both. I'll burn 2 points.
Okay. Yep. So as you spend those, I will read these to you. Vault 95's purpose was to observe the social and psychological effects of reintroducing addictive substances to a community of individuals who believed they had successfully recovered from their addictions. The result was immediate, violent chaos. Information on the alarms. If an alarm trips, mobile units are programmed to search for intruders until the alarm is reset or disabled by approved Vault Tech staff. Since no Vault Tech staff are available, disabling the alarm requires hacking the computer's secured system. That last little bit was less in-universe and more player knowledge.
Okay. All right. Is there any way to just preemptively try to gain admin access, essentially? So if we do trip an alarm, I can have the credentials ready?
Not from this terminal.
Okay.
This one does not seem to be connected to any system network with that kind of level access. It seems to be one of those general networks, general purpose. How it has some of that more sensitive information on there about the purpose of the Vault 95 and such, you're not sure. But the network it's connected to is like the residents, just general network that has no other sensitive information or access on it.
Admin.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna hop back into my power armor.
Okay. There are the following activities for the rest of you to do while Eugene was working on the terminal. There are other decommissioned computers that could be looted, potentially. This is what you've observed when you walked in. You don't know exactly what you can get, but there's a possibility. There are other supplies in here that you can scavenge through. There's the desk files, the desk drawers. If anybody would like to take a look at those various things.
I guess start with the drawers.
Okay, the drawers. The desk drawers near the working computer are securely locked. If you wish, you may do a lockpick test. Difficulty of 3 to get into it.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll try for that.
Okay.
And I would like to look the 20.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Little failure, but
the lock is now jammed. You have no choice if you want to get into it except to use brute force, which will be a strength lockpick test with a difficulty of 2.
okay.
All right. You roll it out. Shouldn't be a problem. You're in power armor. Or you'd get back into the power armor to do this.
Watch for flying debris.
And you succeed. Let's see. We will. It's gonna be a random beverage. We'll pull that table up in a moment. And if you wish, you can spend an action point to roll on the random ammunition table, up to twice. 1 action point per roll. And you find the password to the computer. Let me get the beverage quick. Random beverages. Roll.
I presume it's a take additional minor action for the roll on the ammo table.
No, it's an action point.
Yeah, that. First, you spend it, and what are you doing with it?
Oh, you
Take
can
a-
just do the additional information.
Oh, okay.
That way, it doesn't
You-
queue up and tie itself to any dice rolls. So you're wanting the ammunition one?
Yes, please.
Random ammunition. Roll. All right, 15 38 rounds and 1 dirty water.
Dirty water.
All right.
Somebody add all that to your character sheet there, Jack. 15.38 rounds and 1 dirty water. That will not be going to the quest loot table since this is only in this room.
Okay, so. Actually, why am I not?
So as Jack is getting that ready, Slash has been not investigating anything. He's just been watching Rast and
Correct.
the woman. Eugene and Jack have done their own individual investigations, the computer, the desk. After about the same time you guys are wrapping up, reading the last report, getting the drawer open and finding the ammunition, tucking it away into your pack, Rast approaches all of you, and his hands seemingly to be shaking. He tells you that there's nothing that he can do for the dying woman unless they can get her to proper working medical facilities, and that the closest place he knows of is Carbon to the northeast, if they even have the capability. He would rather get her to Waco or the Alamo, but neither one is close. And despite her wounds, she introduces herself now as Mika. Rast has used her names a few times. Despite her wounds, Mika seems to be peaceful and entertains the idea of talking to any of the PCs that, if they wish, that she seems to be kind of trusting of you now, and none of you come in there exactly in a kind of hostile way. She will tell you that she is a vault dweller from a vault far to the west. And her people her vault is starving. That she's been searching for a way to help them.
Okay.
So,
Well, it's a good thing we find your daddy. I mean, family's always important, ain't it?
yes.
So, should I make a roll?
I'm looking to see if they covered that particular part.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
did
basically just
they
trying to
think of
see
that
the
question?
interaction, the energy between the two of them as I say that.
Yeah. She does look at him as in a very like grateful way and such. That you don't have any reason from her to question that relationship.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly. We supplied some medical drones to a doctor in what community?
I believe that's Waco.
Yeah, it was Waco.
Can you force the area map?
Say again?
Force the area map, Texas map.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. 2-0.
Well, I mean, we got a doctor friend in Waco, and we got transport. We can get there quick now. Or is there somebody in Carbon that you're trying to get to? Monkey wrench.
No, it's fine. It's this is the one reason I don't run a lot of the official modules. They're very
Somewhat vague.
Yeah,
Linear.
Yeah, very linear. And you guys do ask some questions that just like they do not cover at all. Half of the information I've given you guys, outside of what you hacked out of computers and such, I've had to come up with it on my own because it is not in the module. And I'm just hoping that none of it conflicts with something in the module later.
Oh, right. Geez.
Yeah. So to get anything else out of her, she does kind of not really shut down. She'll give you very vague answers. But to really ask her any particular questions, you would need to pass a charisma speech check. Or I mean, she at this point she's offering to reward you with some rare old world technology if you'll help carry her out of the vault and get her at least close to home. She knows that she's dying, but believes that if she can get back to her home, there's something there that might be able to save her family.
Let's get her in the Humvee.
I guess mainly it just depends on if they want to go to Carbon or Waco.
Neither.
Oh, they want to go west?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It's probably Diamonds. So Carbon. It's west of Carbon is where she wants to go.
All right. Well.
Well, I mean, if you know somebody we could take you to that's going to patch you up, sure, I guess we could go. Is that what you need from us, or?
Yeah,
I'm pseudo confused. So I'm just making sure I understand what's going on.
Yeah, so basically there's only certain questions that she's willing to answer, and they require charisma speech. Any other questions she's not going to have information for. So since you guys are not asking the questions that there's actual answers for, it's kind of just moved the conversation to the point of like, you know, she's ready to get out of here. She wants to go back to her home, and because she thinks there's something there that can help her instead of going to any other place.
So I have a couple of questions.
Yep.
Who hurt you?
Charisma speech, a difficulty of 2 to get her to answer.
If anyone would like to help me, that would be great.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. I wasn't even thinking about who hurt you. Goodness, you could go stomp on them if you need to. So I'm gonna help.
All right.
I'm gonna re-roll that 20.
Mm-hmm. All right. Meets it. And yeah, Slash, you can go and make your roll as well. Same difficulty, same skill set. And you're just reinforcing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just reinforcing, like, oh yeah, we don't want to help out with that. In that way, so.
Okay.
Additional. Right. So she tells you that she was returning from a scouting trip when she was captured by the gunners, who were after something she did not have. She managed to escape to hide in the open vault, but was shot several times.
All right.
And what is this thing that you don't have on you?
Well, if you help me get home, I will tell you where it is and what it is.
Okay, so I pick her up gently, like basically to get her out of here, and then like, well, the good doctor mentioned something about a Gek, but I'm sure that has nothing to do with what you're meaning. And we do have transportation, so hopefully we can get you home quickly enough.
She agrees. However, she asks you to let Rast carry her instead of you. If you comply, Rast does pick her up. He does not look strong enough, but when he does pick her up, you see that he does so with surprising ease.
Yeah.
And I know it's a little bit early, but the next portion of this is
Long?
pretty long, and I would not want to end it in the middle of scene 2.
Sounds good.
Of this. So, I do promise. I thought I'd read through this enough to be able to handle it, but then you guys chose it today, and I suddenly was like, oh, maybe I don't remember as much as I thought. So I will read through it and be much more prepared next week. For this
No worries. It's happened. I've totally done that before. So yeah, I understand.
And if there's anything I told you guys that was wrong, I will message you over Discord to let you know to correct any or do any kind of retcons for information I may have been trying to fill in that will mess up the quest. I'll correct that over Discord. Any questions, concerns, or anything like that before we wrap up for today?
Well, aside from
Not about the session. I do have some mechanics I want to talk about afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and multiplayer-wise, yeah, that's like 2 ticks in the box about the Doctor being a synth. So,
Yeah. It is a Boston
Yeah,
campaign.
yeah. The
yeah.
meta.
So,
Yeah, this is the Boston campaign. Yeah.
well, that and the Institute's been pumping out synths for a while, and somebody else like Caulfield might have started producing their own somewhere in this general vicinity. So,
Well, I'll leave the speculation to you. I will not
Yes.
confirm one way or the other, even as obvious as something may seem. I will not confirm one way or the other.
yeah,
Or
it
was it
just-
not?
I will say this though. I will say this. You guys have encountered synths before. And as far as I can tell, you are none the wiser.
yeah.
I have a few speculations, but
We'll talk about those later.
Yeah.
All right. Next session will be the 27th.
That's a no-go for me.
That's no. All right. That's
no.
the one that's no good for you. Okay. I did forget about that while I was getting things ready today. So next one will be. There's my calendar finally. Do we want to go on the 4th? No, I can't. No, I can't. This 4th I can. It's October 1st. I'm out. So is the 4th okay, or do we just want to wait till the 11th for the regular?
yeah, because then we do have a game on the 5th of October,
Yeah.
and we kind of stuck on that. Well, not stuck, but I'd like to as few game sessions as possible, many as possible.
Yeah, I'll check and let y'all know if we can do the 4th.
All right. Yeah, we'll discuss it on Discord and go from there then. All right. Well,
Okay.
thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks, guys.